Hi everybody. So today we're going to be talking about distance, rate, and time. Now these three things do have a direct relationship to each other. Generally, we have it as distance equals rate times time. Alright? So, you could also have this written as D equals RT, which also then would have us get, for this one at least, D equals RT. This would mean that if I'm looking for a distance, I would take the rate, which would be like miles per hour or feet per second, and multiply it by the time. So if I was traveling at 50 miles an hour for 2 hours, I would do 50 times 2 to get my distance of 100 miles. Sometimes we're looking for the rate. Now in this case, the rate we're looking for would be found by taking the distance we traveled and how long it took. We could also write this as rate equals distance over time. These two mean the same way. I find that this way is most times easier for everyone to remember. The idea is that, let's say I traveled 500 miles in 5 hours. 500 divided by 5 would give us 100 miles per hour. And please don't drive that fast. Other times we're going to look for how long it takes us to do something at a certain speed. So, in this case, I would have my time is my distance divided by how fast I was going. So let's say that I went 400 feet in 10 seconds. How many feet per second would I travel? So I would do 400 divided by 10 to get 40 feet per second, which again is extremely fast. All right, if you could run that fast, we need to talk. So that's how we do these for questions. Now the easiest way to do this is to label. 3 hours, this is going to be our time. So Billy drove for 3 hours at a speed of 50 miles per hour. Now, MPH, these things, miles per hour, KPH, kilometers per hour, these are going to be our rates. So we know we have a time, we know we have a rate, we're looking for how far did he drive, so we're looking for our distance. That's the part we don't know. And since we're looking for distance, we can go back up here. We're looking for distance, we need a rate and a time, which we do happen to have. We have a rate of 55 miles per hour times 3 hours. So in this case, what we're going to do is 55 times 3, which gets us 165 miles, is the distance he would have driven. Now, for the next one, Jackie runs at a rate of 200 meters per minute. How far does she run in 10 minutes? Okay, so we have a rate, we have a time, and we're looking for, again, a distance. So we're going to use the same one. Distance equals rate times time. Distance equals 200 times 10 to get our distance of 2,000 meters in 10 minutes. Now the last one, well, not the last one, the second last one on this side. Mike bikes at a rate of 14 miles per hour. How long will it take him to bike for 21 miles? So we have a rate here, tells us the rate. We have a distance, so we're looking for a time. So time equals distance divided by rate. So our time will be 21 divided by 14, which again you can use your calculator, which gets us 1.5, and since we're dealing with miles per hour, it'll be 1.5 hours to go that 21 miles. Now we've done a distance, we've done a time, now we're looking for a rate. Now the rate ones are pretty straightforward because you can do these already, most of you, without even thinking about it. So for this one, we go Bob travels 200 miles in 5 hours. What was his average speed? average speed in miles per hour. Okay, so we're given a distance, we're given a time, but we're looking for the rate. So we're going to do R equals distance divided by time. So our rate equals 200 divided by 5. So our rate is 40, and our units we're looking for are miles per hour. So miles per hour, or just mph. All right, again, folks, let's go back and review. To find distance, if we're looking for the distance, it's rate times time. To find the rate, it's distance divided by time. And to find the time, it's just going to be distance divided by rate. All right, so that's going to be distance, rate, and time. If you get stuck on this, remember, whatever the piece you're looking for, that goes on one side, and then use the other two pieces of information to find it. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.